Hello there, Rick McCraw from the McCraw Performance Group. Welcome back to our channel. In all of the years that I've been doing consulting, I have seen three common misconceptions come up time and time again with clients as they're trying to determine whether or not they're going to employ a process improvement consultant. Today we're going to talk about those three things. Let's get to it.
Three common misunderstandings about consulting services. First, consulting is just too darn expensive.
I will agree that consulting services can be expensive, but I would argue that they should be viewed as an investment. As such, the decision to engage should be based on the anticipated return on the investment, just like you would for any invested money. Process improvement consulting services should yield a 5 to 10 times value return against their cost, as well as double-digit improvement in the impacted processes. That can be in the form of output, speed, or step reduction. In fact, according to IDC research, inefficient processes cost organizations up to 20 to 30% of their annual revenue. So the bigger question is, can you afford not to invest in fixing bad process?
We don't need a consultant. We can really just do this ourselves.
Can you do this yourself? Actually, you can. You could also build your own home and fix your own car. The question is, should you? Much like building a house or performing a major repair on your car, process improvement requires a special set of skills and tools. If you have the tools, and most importantly the time, you can certainly streamline processes within your company. The problem is everybody in your company has a day job, and it's very difficult to redesign process while it is in operation. Bringing in an outside consultant has three distinct values. The first is that the consultant represents a set of outside eyes looking at the process without any of the bias that comes from working within the process itself. Oftentimes, solutions are not apparent to those who are too close to the problem or too invested in keeping things as they are. Secondly, the process improvement consultant will also come to the table with a set of tools and methods that will define the process, assess for waste and bottlenecks, and with the help of your staff, design and implement the new process. Often staff will look at a complex problem and try to apply simple solutions that quite frankly do not work. My favorite quote from Duran is that to all complex problems, there is a simple solution, and it is wrong. Thirdly is that the consultant represents a temporary bandwidth boost that can be eliminated once the problem is solved. This is an important fact in that even companies with robust corporate process improvement resources often have long lead times before your project can be acted upon. Jack Welch, the former CEO of GE, said, "Whoever fields the best team will win the game." Trying to play two positions on the field spreads the team thinly. Adding a consultant to the team for special situations often will pay big dividends that far outweigh the cost.
This time is just not right. We have too much on our plate to focus on process changes right now.
I'll be the first to acknowledge that everybody in the hospital is busy. And not having the time to fix something that is broken is a frequent challenge. While there are better or worse times to embark on a performance improvement project, there's really no great time. It just needs to be done when it needs to be done. Change is hard, and this is what keeps people in bad relationships and staff in dead-end jobs. Sadly though, this type of thinking creates a whirlpool where things will eventually grind to a halt. Think about it. You're working hard and you get hungry, but you're too busy to stop and eat. We've all seen the episode of the Lucille Ball Show where she and Ethel are working in the chocolate factory. It's funny as they employ more and more ridiculous ways to try and keep up with demand. But all joking aside, all processes do have an elastic bandwidth, where output can be adjusted upward by just moving faster. Often the need for process improvement is falsely alleviated by just requiring staff to work harder. The problem is, this type of productivity cannot be sustained. In fact, it leads to workarounds and the cutting of corners. This is when morale erodes and quality suffers. A professional consultant can help manage the change pace and give the project the laser focus it needs to be successful, all while allowing your staff to focus on their jobs and to keep the operation running.
One of the first things to acknowledge is that these things can occur in any company. Management can be consumed with day-to-day operations and staff can get caught up in the "I am too busy to fix this" quagmire easily. This situation is the genesis of workarounds and cutting corners. Even if you decided to build your own house, there will be situations where you'll need someone with expertise to step in, or maybe even just another set of hands. In business, this is where professional consulting can assist. At MPG, we will work with your staff to identify root cause and implement new process where steps are reduced, bottlenecks are open, and you'll be able to enjoy new untapped capacity.
Thanks for watching. Be sure and like and comment and hit the subscribe button.